Time now for What Are the Odds, and let's focus in on the National League East, which has seen some shakeups in the last few days. The Braves are the favorites at plus 140, so if you bet $100, you could win $140. The Nats are at plus 250, while the Mets sit at plus 350. Dan Reed joins us now on the show, and Mike Soroka done for the year. Juan Soto is back for the champs. The Marlins and the Phillies have only played 4 games. So, Dan, what is the state of the NL East right now?
It's anybody's ball game right now, right? Because so many teams have not even been able to go out there and even show exactly what they are. But we'll start with the team that you kind of favored at the beginning of the year, and that was the Atlanta Braves. They won this the last 2 years. But as you said, no Mike Soroka. And outside of Soroka and Max Fried, who pitched tonight, they've gotten absolutely nothing from their starting pitching. Tonight, they waltzed over Toronto because it was a Fried start. Now let's see what happens the rest of the way. They still haven't got Freeman, Acuna, or Albies really going yet in terms of that lineup. I would still hedge my bet there on the Atlanta Braves, but that starting pitching certainly scares the heck out of me.
No doubt about that, and that's why it feels almost set up for the Nationals, who we were all concerned about going into this year. You know, there were some defections that were going to hurt them. But right now, the Nats, I think, are sitting pretty in this division for the simple reason of who else is going to challenge them. You mentioned what happened with the Braves and Soroka and what a blow that is to them. And the Phillies, you would like to get a good feel for, but I'm not sure Joe Girardi has a good feel for his ball club because of the strangeness of the season. And then you add on top of that the strangeness of their particular season, which is that they just had to sit down for a few days, so they're behind everybody else, and Girardi trying to install a program there. It's not as easy to do when you're not on the field playing. So this is the most bizarre year already, and particularly bizarre guys in the NL East.
Certainly, Jonas, I can't disagree with you on that. It's going to be very tough to get a read on the Phillies. I think the schedule and how the schedule plays out for teams is going to be a huge factor with all these cancellations and makeups moving on and moving parts. But I'm with Dan. I understand the pitching concerns for the Braves, but you look at that lineup. They are rolling, and as Dan pointed out, their main guys aren't even hot yet, but they're still putting up big numbers. I just think it's the deepest lineup in the division, and sooner or later they're all going to start hitting. And I think you take a look at the Mets here. To quote Yogi Berra, it's getting late early, and I think the Braves are going to put the Mets in the rearview mirror if guys like Alonso don't start hitting and the Mets turn this around.